welcome to the review of the LG V20. If you guys missed out the unboxing, I will put the link for the unboxing somewhere on the screen and you can check it out before jumping into the review. So this is the LG V20. Let's take a look at it first before turning it on. So you have a dual camera setup. One, I believe, is a wide angle camera and one is a 16 megapixel shooter. The wide angle camera is 8 megapixel. You have a dual tone LED here and a laser focus to the left of the cameras. The fingerprint sensor on this phone also doubles up as the power button, which I found really convenient, and you have the branding of the LG V20 on the back of the phone. Now looking at the side, you have the volume rocker on one side of the phone and there is nothing else on this side. The other side has a button to pop open the back cover of the phone, which I thought was really convenient, and I will get into that in just a moment. The bottom of the phone has a auxiliary cable jack, a mic, a USB 2.0 charger, USB Type-C charger, and the speakers. And the top of the phone has an IR blaster and a mic. Now let's get into the back cover. Once again, let's just pop it open. So this is the switch to pop open the back cover, and as soon as you do that, you can notice something, that the SIM card goes here. And thankfully, a feature that I really miss and should be a part of every phone, but somehow a lot of manufacturers, actually all of them, have removed it. This phone has a removable battery, which is really convenient and cost effective. If you just need another battery and you're a power user, you can buy yourself another battery and just pop it in after charging it. So let's turn on the phone and check out what it has. So let's power up the phone. As I said, the fingerprint sensor at the back also doubles up as the power button, and there it is, the LG V20. Let's give it a few seconds to power up, and if it takes too long, I will just fast forward the video a little bit, but I don't think with the specifications in it, it would take too long. So it did not take too long to power on. So the LG V20 is on now, and as you can see, it has the double screen display. So you have the normal screen right over here, and you have an always on screen right on top, and this feature was there in LG V10 as well, and thankfully they have made this feature available here as well, and they've made it a little better, little easier to use and navigate to. You can connect your phone, you can listen to music, and you don't really need to turn on the screen of the phone. So this phone actually is a powerhouse. This phone has 64 GB of inbuilt storage, 4 GB of RAM, and has a Snapdragon 820 powering it, which makes it a powerhouse and for power users. And the fingerprint sensor I found was not very responsive. Maybe I have to give it time to train it, but a few of the times it worked really fast. Let's just give it a try once again, and yes, it worked. So when this works, it's lightning fast, but some of the times it just failed to work, and as you can see now that I'm doing it, it's working every time. So the always on screen can be used with the screen off as well as with the screen on, and you can access all these cool features with the screen off or on, and that would save you a lot of battery. So looking at the phone, as I said, it uses Snapdragon 820, and the They have the LG UI on it. It uses Android 7.0, and the V20 is the first phone ever, other than the Nexus phones and the Google Pixel, to use the Android 7.0. The only thing that I don't like in this phone, which a lot of people prefer actually, is that this phone does not have an app drawer. So no matter what app you install, it will pretty much be on your home screen, which is convenient for a lot of things, but I personally prefer an app drawer. But that's not such a big problem because I could always just install another launcher which would do that for me. Oh, by the way, guys, you can customize whatever you want to write here on the always on screen. I have written down the link to my website, so you can just go there, and I will be showing you the camera app in just a bit. But for full resolution images, you can go to my website and I will upload the full resolution images of whatever I am clicking. Now let's get into the interface. So the interface is quite simple, quite intuitive, like any other Android phone. And let's check out the camera application as well. All the other applications are pretty much the same, and I have used this phone for over a day, and it does give a very snappy experience. It did not really lag when I was playing games or switching between applications. It gave a very smooth functionality. Another feature before we get into the camera actually is the Hi-Fi Quad DAC. Now it does look like a gimmick, it does sound like a gimmick, however you do need headphones to actually switch this on, and after you've done that, it does put out great amount of audio quality. So this is a feature that initially, when the rumors were there about it, I thought it's just going to be another gimmick, like, well, let's just say a dual camera which launched a couple of years ago, and 3D cameras actually on phones that launched a couple of years ago. However, this feature is really useful, and it works really well with the headphones that you're getting. So make sure, if you are listening to music, make sure you turn this on. Rest of the things are actually pretty similar to any other Android phone. Yes, it is an updated version, and the battery life on this phone is also pretty good. I was playing games on it for close to about 4 hours before doing the review, and the battery life still is pretty good. I'm almost on full battery life, so I'm pretty impressed, but over time we have to see if this lasts or the battery deteriorates. But then again, the feature of a removable battery really helps. So the front camera is actually a 5 megapixel shooter. I would be putting up some images in this video, some sample images, and as I've stated before, there are two cameras at the back. One is the primary 16 megapixel shooter, and the other one is an 8 megapixel wide angle camera, which really works well. And here are a few images that I have clicked. So as you can see, the camera performs really well under perfect lighting conditions. However, there are a few areas where I thought that the camera can do much better. So the first actually is a complaint from every phone ever, that the low light performance is not so good. There are grainy images, but since the problem exists with pretty much every other phone, so it's not really a point to complain about. But when the lighting is perfect, the LG V20 does give out some phenomenal shots. And as you can see from the images, the picture quality is really good. The primary camera also has optical image stabilization, so the video quality is also perfect, and it does take care of shakes really well. Now, if we look at the camera app once again, it has a ton of features. So it has a ton of modes, and you can just change between the 8 megapixel primary shooter to the wide angle camera by clicking this button. and it works really well. The transition is really smooth. You do have a lot of features, like you can change the HDR. It's set to auto right now. There are plenty of modes like slow motion, time lapse, and a multi-view option in which all three cameras of the phone will be used at the same time. I will be adding samples for that as well. And there is a full manual control mode where you can pretty much change everything and use it as a DSLR camera. Something interesting is that even for the video, you have a manual mode which is missing on most phones, and I found this really interesting. Let's look at some of the samples that I have clicked once again, and if you would like to view the actual images, because the images that you see on your screen right now, they are a little downgraded. However, if you want to see the actual images with a full resolution, all you have to do is go to this site, and I will be putting a direct link to the pictures as well. However, till then you can just go to crashedinsanity.com and check out the images in full resolution. So that's it for the review. For more information, log on to crashedinsanity.com and you can check out the high resolution images along with some more information on the phone. Currently this is available for 55,000 Indian rupees, and it does seem expensive, but these days any good phone, any flagship phone costs you about the same amount. If you buy it right now, you would get the special packaging which has the headphones and the back cover included. I don't know how long they would be offering this for, but it does seem like a good offer. Also, the great thing about the phone is the premium build quality. It does feel really nice to hold and to look at. The only part about the looks that I personally don't like is the protruding out camera, which does cause a problem when you're laying it down on the floor or on the table, because it's just so easy to scratch it. However, that problem does not exist with the LG V20, as the entire camera and LED module has been raised by a few inches, a quarter of an inch I think. So it does seem a little expensive, but it's a great phone. The software integration, the camera integration with the hardware is phenomenal. So if you are planning to buy a new phone, this one should definitely be on the list for you to check out. So that's it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. Do give the video a thumbs up if you liked the video. Check out my website, subscribe to my channel, like the video, and please share it with your friends. Show some support, guys, and let me know if you would want me to review any other phone or any other gadget, and I will be doing that soon. And that's it from me.